I'm here with artist Tammy Honaman, and today we're talking about Peyote Stitch. These are some amazing samples, Tam.
Thank you. I think Peyote Stitch is a great stitch for anybody to do, but then eventually you want to do a little bit more.
I love it, especially, I mean, even when it's plain, like those bracelets there on the end. Yeah. It's gorgeous.
And they work in really well if you're stacking your bracelets.
Perfect.
And good with regular seed beads or delicas. Really works with anything.
Yeah, and then you brought some samples to show how you can make it dimensional.
Yes, I think it's good to add a little pizzazz to your pieces. And so the first edging that I wanted to show you is more like a fringe than an edge.
Okay.
So, you know what, I'm just gonna, if you don't mind, I'll put on my other glasses.
Sure thing.
Thank you, so I can see a little bit. Oh yeah. Brings it all right into focus. So I've worked my needle into the beadwork, and then I'm just gonna pick up a couple of beads and these cute little buttons, but you can use anything as your fringe or your drop.
Those are some tinies. What size are those?
So these are, you know, when I have my glasses on, they look much bigger than they really are.
They look smaller than a 15 to me.
Yeah, they would only be, if anything, a 15, and then that cute little shank on the button.
Got it.
And so from here, you're just gonna go out one bead and then in the next. And then because you have those beads on your thread, they're just gonna stay right in place.
So you could add the fringe anywhere.
Totally.
Fun.
Yeah. In fact, you just wanna weave. When you're working with peyote, the goal is just to weave so you don't see your thread. So you can do whatever you want, how many times you want. Get that up over this button. There we go. And see, it just stays right in place.
That looks great. Awesome.
And then you can keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Then this other edging that we have, it's kind of like a scallop. And the way it works is you're just gonna pick up a series of beads. I tend to work in an odd number. So here we have got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm just gonna span across and go down. And again, you can go down however many you want.
Anywhere. So depending on the size of the scallops.
Correct.
That you want to make.
And then just go back up in front or behind.
So you would always want to choose an odd set so that you can come up through the middle?
Yes, correct. Always leave yourself a little bit of room.
This is a great way to add some different color.
And you can see on this sample, I've already worked in a new color so that you can see what works, what doesn't work. You know, I think color is such a challenge, even if you're an expert at color, and just taking a little bit of time to work through. And then here we're kind of leapfrogging.
I see.
And then see how they overlap.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Nice. Or you could do something like this, where you just have one set of scallops along the edge.
Correct.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about these samples that you brought, because we have a lot of gorgeous things to look at here.
Thank you. Well, again, if we want to look at the scallop edging, and here we're just bringing in some different colors, where this one's almost a more monochromatic, same bead. And then the middle one, we've got a completely different color.
And that's the same scallop, but it's tighter, closer together, right? So you're going through each bead. Now, let me ask you, does it matter what size beads you use for this? I
like to keep my beadwork so that it's not going to get caught on something. So when I'm doing edging, I tend to work in a little bit smaller bead.
Okay.
But I say try it. If you like bigger beads, try it. See how it goes.
Sure. You could make the edging even a bigger part of the design if you wanted to by using some large beads.
Yep.
This is pretty too. And I want to talk a little bit about the finish. So when you're done with the scallops, do you just weave your thread back through?
I typically will do that, yes. And then you can use that same thread to add your clasp or start a new thread.
I see. And what about this one?
Oh, I think I love this one probably the most. It's got that nice gold luster to it and just a really pretty scalloped edge.
All right, let's take one more look at all of the bracelets, because these are just so beautiful, and I love all the different colors that you chose.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.